How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, guys, I'm going to be covering something that I was supposed to cover yesterday, but I just didn't have the time, and I already uploaded 2 videos yesterday, and I didn't really want to put out a third one because it was just too late, and I just didn't feel like doing it at the time. So I kind of decided just to keep it for today and discuss this information today instead. If you haven't already seen this, well, let me explain. Basically, this is a post made by PokeShopper.com. If you do not know PokeShopper, in simple terms, PokeShopper posts all things Pokemon merchandise. If you want to know about any upcoming Pokemon figurines, plushes, just general merch, and like in simple terms, if you're looking for Pokemon merch, PokeShopper.com is the place for it. And basically what they posted here, or what PokeShop posted, was basically that there is the potential, the slim chance that, or not slim chance, but there is the chance that we may be seeing Kanto Mega Evolutions returning in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, you may think, why is this a big deal? Isn't it kind of like, what's the big deal here? Well, basically, Mega Evolutions don't seem like the thing that, we haven't seen anything about them. We haven't seen any info on them, and it seems like they would be unlikely to show up in this kind of like, in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, being these sort of remake games. But either way, we're going to read through the information, see what's being said by people in the community, and also, what else is being said by PokeShopper here, and also, the person who runs PokeShopper, Paul Ryan. So let's get started with the actual post here. So PokeShopper updates. Takara Tomy figurine list publication indicates Mega Charizard X and Y, Mega Venusaur, and Mega Blastoise are all to be released this November. We are currently investigating further listings also. Now, the thing is, if you go to their website here, I don't think I can actually find the direct post right now, because there's so many different ones. If you go through all this information, there's so much, but this is like just specifically Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee stuff that's like, confirmed and all that stuff, but it's besides the point. So, here's the thing, right? I'm going to go to the website. I, got a few links up and that stuff. But either way, so Paul Ryan basically made another tweet here kind of explaining what he feels about it and what he thinks going on here. So let me explain. These figurines are coming out in November. Now, the thing with, like, figurine releases, the same way we kind of knew about Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and the kind of, like, way we, like, the lead up to it, was a lot of releases of Pikachu plus Eevee together. There was a lot of merch releases with Pikachu and Eevee together, and that kind of hinted at, oh, we're going to be getting a game, or when the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee rumors kind of, started gaining a little bit of traction, all those kind of like, merch, new merch lines that were coming, being shown or we were seeing started to make more sense, right? They started making, it was like, okay, wait, so we're seeing a bunch of Pikachu and Eevee together? It's really strange. I mean, it's not like totally out of the blue, but it's really odd that there's so much of it, and it's all leading up to something brand new. Interesting. And then we got Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. So this is kind of the same situation, I would say, where basically you have this new merch line, or these new, like, toys coming out of the Kanto starters, for crying out loud, the final evolutions of all the Kanto starters, and they're all megas, right? It kind of points towards that, like, being a thing, the potential of mega evolutions showing up again. And the thing is, I personally, I'm gonna be honest, did not expect to be seeing Mega Evolutions returning in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, because these games, to me, just seem like they're mainly just there to be kind of like a push-in for casual players, and also to act as a sort of, if I'm gonna be honest, kind of like a nostalgia ball. Like, it's just supposed to be a thing that's just supposed to, like, capture you in, like, casual fans by giving them nostalgia. Like, older fans that are, like, old, and just, like, remember only Kanto will be drawn in and want to have their kids play these games, all that stuff, based on the nostalgia. So that's how I see these games. So I wasn't expecting Mega Evolutions to show up, because maybe the people who, buy these games won't understand what Mega Evolutions are, or even what the deal is with them. So I wasn't expecting it, but this kind of points toward it being a real thing, and that makes me really excited. So if we go down here, PokeShopper has actually a lot of different messages, but we'll go through each one of them one by one here. So, first things first, Paul Ryan posted this. So obviously, working in conjunction with the main live releases now. Biggest hint yet that Mega Evolution could feature in Let's Go, for sure. As for the missing numbers, we could be seeing more than one singular addition to Pokemon. So he's talking about some sort of missing numbers here, and I'm not really sure what he meant by that. Like, I'm trying to really, like, find the exact post, but, like, because, he's talking about missing numbers, and what he means by that, I guess, is that, like, there are still figurines that haven't been shown. I'm not sure if they've already been shown, like the Mewtwo and Mew, like, figurine, which, by the way, this looks awesome. But a lot of these, like, not all of them have been shown yet. That's what I'm trying to get across. Like, not all of them are out there yet. So I'm not sure if this is the 29th, and this is, okay, and this is the Mewtwo and Mew. And then, okay, so you do have the Ultra Necrozma, because he mentions it down here. If you actually look, he says, there's numerous dates, but the tie together is simply viewed in my eyes as Poipole, Ultra Necrozma, Kanto, Evolutionary Starters, Eevee, Pikachu. And then Pokemon 808 in between these somewhere. So what you mean by this, I guess, is that the 808 Pokemon, which is a brand new Pokemon, which is going to show up in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, is going to be in between there somewhere. But either way, so we scroll down a little bit. Actually, we can go right over here, and we can scroll down from where we started. So this is the place we're looking at, and then he goes into something else here, which is, having recorded solid data over the last 3 months, I'm more inclined to say that Generation 7 isn't over by any stretch. No. 808 is more likely an Ultra Sun and Moon edition as opposed to Generation 8, given the confirmation of late 2019 release. We'll post again as soon as more appears. So I'm inclined to agree with this. Like, this is the way I see the 808 Pokemon. I think it's the bridging gap Pokemon. The Pokemon is going to be essentially the one to bridge the gap between the two generations, Generation 7, Generation 8. But I'm inclined to believe, I always do this, I'll auto-mute myself by accident, but I'm more inclined to believe that this upcoming Pokemon is Gen 7, right? Yes, of course, but it's supposed to be a bridge between the two generations. It's supposed to be it's probably a Gen 7 Pokemon, but it's probably going to be something in its Dex entry about like, oh, this Pokemon originated from this and this region, but has since then, taken, refuge in Alola or Kanto, whatever, like some sort of excuse, right? It's going to be some weird like thing like that, or, some sort of connection. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Or the new Pokemon could have, like, some sort of movie connection, a future movie or something. Like, that could be the potential as well. Or it could be nothing. I could be totally wrong here. That's just what I feel, but that's just how I see this. Now, it being Gen 7 makes total sense, right? 100% makes sense to me. I don't see an issue with that. And I'm really just curious then, because he's mentioning, like, the 808 Pokemon here, and then we have the starter thing, which is, like, the Mega Evolutions. I'm just really curious. Are we going to see Megas? Because I really want to know about that. Based on what he's saying here, the potential is high. Then we're going to go through, actually, I think there's another post here which I want to find for you guys, which kind of has all the information about, like, the Megas and stuff, but I think I may have lost the actual post here, which I'll see if I can find. But, like, I had an actual post with, like, all that listed, so to say. And here we go, actually, here it is. So I think this is about, yep, this is it. So brand new Pokemon Netsuki capsule figurines have been revealed. It's like the stuff above here. Stuffle, Torracat, Poipole, etc, etc, etc. And then, okay, right here. On the Takara Tomy promotional front, new Pokemon merchandise will be made for Kanto Evolutionary Starters. More specifically, for Mega Forms. Figurines that will release in conjunction to the Let's Go promotion. Note that we are still adding data, and numbers are currently missing from our list, so be sure to check to be checking back. So, okay, it makes sense. Megas are returning. There's no way that they aren't. These things are coming out in November of all times, right? November is when the games are coming out. They're coming out in November, like the 16th, as far as I remember, unless I'm wrong here. Also, a fly just flew by. Either way, they're coming out in November 16th. These promotions are happening in November as well. It makes sense. And also, notice that every single Pokemon that's in this list right now, and also there are missing listings so far, so there are others, and there's definitely other, like, Megas from Kanto they can probably include here. What other Megas are there, actually, now that I think about it? Wow, I'm dense, but either way. So they mention here, Porygon, Gen 1 Pokemon, Charizard, Gen 1, but it's a Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y. So again, Charizard's still a Gen 1 Pokemon, but of course, with a Mega Evolution included, it would be top-notch. Mega Venusaur, of course, Venusaur, it's obvious. Blastoise, these things. And then, of course, Lapras as well, Gen 1. So these are not strange. These are, like, kind of obvious in my eyes. So anything else being added here would be, like, other Kanto Mega Evolutions, which I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know there are. Why can't I remember? I just, literally, I can't remember right now at the top of my head. Actually, no, Mewtwo. You've got Mewtwo. You've got Mewtwo's Mega Evolutions. That's something you've got. So that could potentially happen as well. I mean, I don't know. We've been seeing some Mewtwo promotion, which you guys saw a second ago. If we go back a little bit here, this Mewtwo promotion could... So see, this is the thing with the Mewtwo promotion. I'm a bit confused here because I want to read a little bit about this. Because here's the thing with the Mewtwo promotion. The Mewtwo movie is coming out next year. It's going to be a brand new Mewtwo movie. Or it's not really brand new. We're not really sure what it is. But it's basically Mewtwo Strikes Back or whatever. But like... a new take on it, right? Or like a remake, so to say. I'm not really sure. They haven't really given up info yet, but apparently that's what we're going to be getting. So let's go through this. Pokemon figurines news, Pokemon Gem EX Mewtwo and Mew figurine images added. A brand new Pokemon image gallery batch has now been added. to the site. This figurine will go live for pre-orders on August 2nd, Thursday this week, so please enjoy the detail of this picture. So yeah, it's just like, I mean, this is nothing crazy to me. Like, you know, we got Mega Ultra Necrozma right here, and this is where he was talking about, like, if you look at his post here, this one, right, he was saying Poipol Ultra Necrozma, and he was talking about specifically right here, if you go to there you go, Ultra Necrozma, he was talking about that, and I guess what he wants to say is that, you know, we could be expecting to see the Pokemon 808 reveal to happen in between that and the Kanto Evolutionary Starters in November. So from August until November, in between there, we can expect something to happen about the 808 Pokemon being shown off in terms of merchandise, which makes me excited because I want to see the new Pokemon. I am really curious as to what it could be, and hey, I would love to know what you guys think about it. So that's going to be just about it, guys, for this video. There's so many flies in my room right now because it's so warm. I have to keep my window open. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, then make sure to drop a like down below. Show some love to that subscribe button as well if you aren't already, and keep up to date with the content that I produce. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.